Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video like up. 1. The calm before the California storm. Golden noon light floods the polished corridors of Forrester Creations, throwing elongated shadows of mannequins and silk-draped dress forms across the marble. Steffy Forrester glides through the design studio like a general reviewing her troops, chin high, heels sharp, every inch of her attuned to the power she wields. Yet behind her bold strides and signature confidence lurks a challenger who refuses to be eclipsed. Nozawa, the wide-eyed intern whose gentle smile masks a strategist's mind and a heart newly hardened by betrayal. While the Forrester heiress signs off on the next couture line, Luna is already 3 moves ahead, assembling the final pieces of a dazzling trap meant to shatter Steffy's perfect veneer and reclaim the future Luna believes was stolen from her family. 2. Origin story reframed in firelight. When Luna first stepped off the jetway at LAX, clutching a single vintage suitcase and her mother Lee's whispered warnings, she carried with her 2 truths. The Nozawas once poured artistry into Forrester gowns, and Steffy's grandmother tore that legacy away. Over months quiet, observant, listening at closed doors, Luna's ambition crystallized. She would carve a place for herself, not as Lee's timid daughter, but as a visionary designer. Yet every embroidered sample she presented seemed to vanish beneath Steffy's bolder strokes. Every quiet suggestion drowned by Steffy's confident proclamations. Admiration curdled into resentment the night Steffy, in an offhand comment, dismissed one of Luna's most heartfelt sketches with the single-word derivative. Luna's path became clear. If Steffy refused to see her brilliance, Luna would force her eyes open no matter the cost. Point 3. The allure of a trap. Woven in silk and secrets, a trap in Los Angeles must glitter. Rumor alone cannot take down Steffy Forrester. Her missteps are spun by PR into runway gold. Luna's scheme therefore fuses theatrical flair with intimate sabotage. The bait. A breathtaking midnight blue gowns, something Steffy would kill to unveil at the upcoming couture for a cause gala. The snare. Microsensors stitched into the bodice that transmit real-time environmental data to a hidden app on Luna's phone, ensuring proof when the gowns seem spontaneously rupture beneath the stage lights, bearing Steffy before cameras and investors alike. It is a revenge fitted in charmeuse and heartbreak, precise as a surgeon's handpoint for allies won. Allies lost. Every predator needs eyes in the tall grass. Luna's soft-spoken charm has gently coaxed information from an unsuspecting circle. Hesitant assistant Charlie, whose password scrawled on a coffee-stained napkin, now grants Luna late-night access to the design vault. Ivy, eager for a stateside return, who trades backstage gossip for a promise of co-design credit. And Zende, whose smoldering attraction to Luna blinds him to the blueprint splayed across her sketchpad. Even so, a single ally proves elusive. If the patriarch catches wind of duplicity, Luna's empire will crumble before the first ditch. Her trap therefore requires perfect timing. An hour Ridge spends in Paris. A minute Steffy spends alone on the gala stage. A second during which the audience gasps. 5. Steffy's world strength forged in scandal. It is easy to forget the gauntlets Steffy has already survived. Plane crashes over the Adriatic. A near-fatal motorcycle accident. The tangled triangle of Liam and hope. She has buried grief, commandeered power, and risen from ashes wearing impossibly high stilettos. The legacy she guards is not merely fashion but the Forrester narrative, each design line a lifeline knitted through decades of heartbreak and triumph. That Luna's plan strikes at the heart of public perception is no accident. Steffy's empire is one of image, and the quickest way to topple a queen is to fracture the mirror she admires. 6. Finn, love is both shield and blind. Spot Dr. John Finnegan feels the first tremor of trouble before he can name it. A cancelled lunch date, Steffy's distracted sigh, the way she murmurs, "Nothing I can't handle." He scrolls through patient charts, yet rereads the same line, mind racing. Luna once lingered outside his exam rooms with compliments about his research on trauma recovery, but lately she's vanished into nightly overtime. Finn resolves to keep watch, but love's diagnosis often arrives too late. His faith in Steffy's invincibility may be the very anesthetic that numbs him to the brewing storm. 7. R.J. Forrester, suspicion draped in denim. R.J., now a social media phenom turned legitimate junior designer, has become Luna's confidant, and perhaps something more. He recognizes obsession. He has wrestled his own demons of validation, but the intensity in Luna's midnight studio sessions unsettles him. Twice he opens his mouth to question the high-tech fabric order flagged on his email, and twice he closes it, charmed by Luna's quick laugh. Yet a restlessness drives him to dig. One evening, under the glow of the holographic design board, he notices code scrolling on Luna's tablet that has nothing to do with colorways or hemlines. His next step might rewrite the story or play straight into Luna's hands. Point 8. The night before Co's of Doubt. On the eve of the gala, Luna stands in the silent showroom, fingertips grazing the midnight blue gown. It is flawless, the sensors invisible, the silk a ripple of night sky, yet doubt prickles beneath her skin. She recalls her mother Lee's words, "A surgeon heals, a designer inspires. Never wound for the sake of applause." Luna whispers, "I'm not wounding, I'm revealing." But the lie tastes bitter. Outside, Los Angeles hums with neon and possibility, as though the city itself holds its breath. 9. Showtime. Enter the Queen. Gala night unfurls like a dream. Flashbulbs explode as limousines spill glittering guests onto the crimson carpet. Inside, a vaulted atrium drips with crystal chandeliers. Holographic butterflies flit between floral installations. Luna watches from the wings, her phone tucked like a talisman in her clutch, data stream pulsing across the screen. Steffy appears radiant, unstoppably Luna's creation. The gown hugs her silhouette, neckline sculpted, train sweeping. Applause reverberates. Luna's heart races in time with the sensor's readout. Temperature steady, tension building. 10. The fracture heard round. Beverly Hills. Steffy ascends the runway dais to toast the charity's mission. The room hushes. At precisely 8:47 p.m., Luna triggers the failsafe. A soft pop, then a seam along the left hip tears like a bolt of lightning, splitting silk with an audible rip. Gasps, camera clicks. A flurry of smartphone screens held high. For a heartbeat, Steffy freezes, eyes wide. But horror morphs to resolution. She unclips the shredded overskirt, pivots gracefully, and miracle of couture engineering an immaculate fitted sheath beneath. Applause erupts, louder than before. Luna stares, breath hitched. Her trap has sprung, yet Steffy, somehow, still stands crowned. 11. The counter-strike. Steffy's calm hides calculation. She'd sensed something off in the gown's weight during final fitting and quietly ordered an internal lining sewn hours before showtime. Now, backstage, she confronts Luna, question in her gaze, proof in the frayed fabric. Luna's voice trembles, as she calls it a production glitch. Steffy's eyes narrow. She remembers every betrayal carved into Forrester history and knows sabotage when she sees it. Yet publicly she smiles for the cameras, praising Luna's brilliant adaptability, even offering another mentorship soundbite. It's a map. In weaponized gray straw. The enemy closer. Learn their tells. Strike where they least expect. 12. Cracks in the alliance. Web word spreads. Zende realizes the late-night pattern-making sessions were cover. Ivy suspects her fresh chance at the U.S. market may be collateral damage. Charlie, sweating over his pilfered passcode, contemplates confession. RJ finally confronts Luna in the design loft, eyes shadowed in disbelief. She tries to sell him a plea. "Don't you see? Steffy hogs the spotlight. I fought for what I deserve." But RJ glimpses the cost: the sleepless nights, the moral erosion, and wonders if victory is worth ashes. 13. Finn's diagnostic revelation. The data glitch from Luna's sensor network ends up on Finn's hospital server. An accidental crosslink from a shared Wi-Fi. Intrigued, he traces the anomaly and uncovers a real-time garment stress experiment registered to Luna's device. Medical training kicks in. Motive, opportunity, outcome. When he meets Steffy at home later, he frames the discovery as concern, not accusation. But spouses share landscapes of intuition. Steffy's silence tells him the problem is larger than he feared. 14. Luna faces the mirror back in her tiny apartment. Luna studies her reflection. Mascara runs, shoulders slump. She recalls child Luna stitching beads into her first doll dress beside her grandmother, who whispered, "Beauty built on love never unravels." Tears blur Luna's gaze. For all her cunning, she could not anticipate the courage of her target. Pride cracks open, spilling shame. Yet even regret births resolve. If Steffy survived round 1, Luna swears there will be another smarter, subtler gambit. She closes her laptop with a decisive click. The game continues. 15. Cliffhanger. Threads yet to be cut. Morning breaks over Malibu, turning the Pacific into molten gold. At the Cliff House, Steffy watches sunlight dance through the ocean spray, mind strategizing her next move. To expose Luna publicly risk scandal. To keep her close is to study a venomous cobra. Finn joins her, coffee in hand, promising unwavering support. Meanwhile, Luna arrives at Forrester Creations early to